After completing this module, you will be able to explain how to hold and tune a bass guitar, create a good sound using a bass amplifier, produce open tones using the right hand, play a scale using correct left-hand technique. The bass guitar is a 4-stringed variant of the guitar that shares a lineage with both the electric guitar and the bass violin or upright bass. The electric bass was designed as a way for bass players to be heard without using a microphone on stage. It is also common for bass guitars to have 5 and 6 strings, but the 4-string version is the most widely used. The bass guitar consists of a body, a neck, and a headstock. The strings are strung from the bridge to the tuners. The strings pass over a piece of bone or plastic called the nut. The neck has frets which, like the guitar, allow greater tuning precision than the upright bass. The strings can be played with the fingers or by using a guitar pick, which is a piece of plastic that strums the strings. The choice is dependent on the tone desired by the player and whether the player is coming to the bass from guitar or from the upright bass. The bass usually has a guitar strap to help the player balance the instrument, as well as to hold it secure when playing while standing. To amplify the strings, a bass guitar will also have an electromagnetic pickup and an input jack. The pickup works via magnetic pole pieces and a copper wire coil. Basses also can have passive or active electronics. Passive controls typically consist of a volume and a tone knob. Tuning the bass is important to sound good. The relationship between the strings must be accurate, especially when playing with other musicians. Because the bass is usually made from wood, temperature changes may require the player to retune the bass periodically. The bass is usually tuned E-A-D-G. A tuner can be an advanced electronic device or as simple as a pitch pipe. You can also use another instrument such as a piano to give the pitches needed to tune. Most smartphones can download a tuning app which makes tuning your bass very convenient. When tuning with a tuner, turn the tuning peg on the headstock until the note indicator is centered on the note you are tuning. The tuner might turn green when the note is perfectly in tune. It is good practice to tune up to a note rather than down to a note. This will keep the note in tune longer and will prevent you from going too high and potentially snapping a string. The bass amplifier is a critical part of playing the bass. Without one, only you will be able to hear a sound. Many players feel the bass amplifier is an essential part of their unique sound on the instrument. A bass amplifier has controls which affect the volume as well as the low and high frequencies. Professional amplifiers may also have a built-in tuner, as well as the ability to play music through the amp to practice along with. Be sure to read the instruction manual to understand all the features on your bass amplifier. It is time to play the bass. Make sure your amplifier is on and your volume control is turned up. We will start with open strings so your left hand can relax for now. Your right hand will do all the work. Pluck the string with your first or second finger, drawing it upwards. Notice how the string will sustain until you stop the sound with your finger. This is an important part of playing and often gets overlooked by beginning bass players. The string closest to you is the lowest pitched string, the E string. Many new players enjoy the deep sound of it, but all 4 strings are needed to play music. As you go up, the A string is next, followed by the D string and G string. Get to know the names of the strings as it will help you get oriented while playing. The left hand has the job of fretting the strings. This can be a challenge for a new player. Fingers can get sore and develop calluses. This is a normal part of bass playing and one of the reasons it is such a physically demanding instrument to play. The frets are numbered going higher in pitch. It is important to be able to look at the bass neck and instantly know what number fret you are playing. The scale we will learn is known as the A major scale. This is a 1-octave scale, so there are 8 notes to play. Unlike most scales, it begins with the open A string. Start by playing the open A or second string. The pattern is open 2 4, open 2 4, 1 2. Be sure to press the string firmly with your thumb on the back of the neck. Keep both hands relaxed and go as slow as you need to start. Gradually increase speed as you become more comfortable. This concludes basics of bass guitar. You should now be able to explain how to hold and tune a bass guitar, create a good sound using a bass amplifier, produce open tones using the right hand, play a scale using correct left-hand technique,